Hello, I'm Johan.
I'm Sanna. And this is Zosu.
And we changed this.
To this. Because I want this.
Me too.
Uh-oh, that room was too big, so we decided to go a bit smaller.
So we find this to start with. So follow us when we learn to sail and make the boat ready for departure in a few months.
First morning after our first day. Now it's calm and we have it's snow blowing today. Strange, almost 30 in the gust yesterday. We're trying to
Good morning, everybody.
morning.
Day 2, and we didn't get half the distance we thought we should go yesterday, but it was over 20 knots.
20, 30.
20 knots here in the canal. Gusts up to 30, I think. So that's
They closed the bridge in Gothenburg.
yeah, it's blowing so much so they couldn't drive the cars over the bridge. So it got darker and darker and darker, and the waves were 1.5 meters, and today it's flat. And as all YouTubers say, there is time there they wonder what they are doing. They should leave the boat and do something else. And after 7 hours into our journey, those thoughts came. But today it's wonderful. So a couple of hours to Gothenburg, and I hope we can go out in the sea and go down to Varberg. It's a 6-hour sail from Gothenburg, and it's getting dark, past 6. So we see what we do today.
Yes.
And you are feeling?
I'm feeling good, but
It's always good to take the camera out, because then she smiles every time. Every time. So see you in a bit.
there's the Jordfalls bridge going up for us, and then another sailing vessel.
Sanna's preparing for the worst. If we have to cut the rope or two.
Now we under the Marieholms bridges. That's the Hising Bridge. Port of Gothenburg. There's the British hangar ship. Arrived today, I guess, or yesterday in Gothenburg. It's port. There you see other ships. Jaha, då har vi lämnat hamnen. Lite segel ute. She doesn't like the waves. Me neither. Carefully. Up and down. And here started the really big waves and a storm, so we didn't have a thought of filming at all. It was very windy, rainy, wavy, and I felt not so good.
So after 3-4 hours, Ossi and Sanna was laying under a blanket and didn't do anything. And it's getting darker and darker, and when it were pretty dark, I drove right through a storm cloud, and the wind just exploded, and the boom break, the gooseneck on the boom break, so the big sail is just flapping, and I couldn't get it in. I shout for Sanna. Sanna did stand up and help me steer when I tried to reel in the sail, but because the boom was hanging and the line was tangling, so I couldn't get the sail all the way in. So I have a 1/4 of sail left, but in that wind it was a nuisance. And when we come down to Varberg, you have to do a 95-100 degrees angle and go up. And we have gone with the waves all the way, but when we going in for the port, the big waves, 3.5 meters right on the side, and the storm right on the side, and with the flapping sail out, I going with the engine, of course, into this channel in 20 minutes in 40-45 degrees angle, and it's dark and it's raining and it's couldn't get any worse. Perhaps more wind, but it was driving with a GPS plotter, and just there is the red light, there is the green light, and passing between them, and for 20 minutes before we get into the harbor, and then it's the waves die down, but it's blowing and we have to go around 5-6 times just to attach to the dock. Nightmare. So we just secured the boat with 3 lines forward and 3 lines back, and off with the clothes, into bed, and just go to bed. Well, that's sailing life for you. So here is the sail boom. I managed to get the sail in last night, and this part is broken. Probably my fault. See if I can disconnect this and see if we can get some parts. So here is an automatic payment, and we are lying here. We are there now. Back on the boat. I have disassembled the broken part. Just pieces. Now we're gonna go to marine service boutique down the road here. See if they can order parts or... And someone's cleaning. So we have to see if we can get the freezer starting again. Now we have land power again. Off we go. Gettrön Marine Service. Super nice guy. He called a colleague who was a rig guy, but 80 years old. But he's gonna come here and see, look on the piece and see if he has something used or we can order. So some light in the darkness.
Sunny and nice weather.
Now we have to see if we can get the boat a bit cleaner inside and outside. Filling up the water tanks.
And SMS text message to my son that we are alive.
So now we have been able to order a new part from Stockholm. Not exactly the same, but it's gonna work. Put the boom here. It's gonna be nice. The only problem was that's 12mm bolt in there, and here is a 10, but he had only 12. So I have to drill up this hole. 12mm here, we're in good shape. And in the other end of the boom, these had been loosened in the storm. So this wire was hanging around the other one there. But now I'm secured it with rust-free wire there. Now when the sail is coming out here, did you notice when you were sick and lying in bed that I had taken in the foresail, and in the dark and in the storm it's released itself here, so the whole sail but you have to steer in the waves and pull in
the dark and the
dark.
waves and the wind.
And I thought Sanna is not feeling well, so I think I can, if I can do this, I can do anything.
Yes, you're amazing.
Now we're gonna go and fetch our part. DHL deliver in 24 hours.
Like it. Us is looking after you today.
So now we're here again. If you want to have something done, go to Anders or his two other companions. We have only met Anders. We see if he wants to be on the movie. So now we're inside, and here is the nicest possible man. He's helped us in crisis.
Yeah, we have got the parts to fix the boat, so they can go on the way.
Thank you.
And this is in Varberg Marina.
We have Getterön Marine Service.
Yeah, we have. If you're ever in Varberg and have problems, go here.
Even if you don't have problems.
Even if you don't have problems. Yes. Good. back in the boat.
Back in business.
Now we're gonna see. Here is the broken part. That thing is holding up the whole mainsail. And here is a box from Benz. Very helpful. Very nice person I talked to there. And a lot of bubble wrap for Sanna. And here is the new shiny piece. I like bubble wrap. If we break our leg, we can wrap it around. So, old piece, new piece. It's a little bit longer between there. So I hope these pins are okay, but I believe it is. But it's blowing so cold. So Sanna don't want to go out and mount it. No.
I'm not very tired of it.
So Sanna has an idea here. If every piece we put on new, we paint red, so we can see all the pieces we have changed over the years, and we're coming back with a red boat. Is that a good idea?
A blood red.
Don't
boat.
think so. We have the new part, but I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Instead, I took down my water filter we had in the RV, and I put on some new fittings here, so I can put a hose on here and a hose clamp somewhere. So I'm just gonna put this filter on the cold water to the kitchen, so we have filtered water to drink from the tap. I think that's a good idea. So here in Sweden it's not a bigger problem if you just keep your tanks clean, but so I have a particle filter. Like that. And that's 5 microns filter. There is 20 and there is 5, but I took a 5. But this carbon filter, active carbon perhaps, is also 5 microns, but to save the carbon filter I have a pre-filter, so this is holding longer, and of course it's surrounding running water down my trousers. And I have a special tool to tighten this up, but it's a click and a click. So hose in and hose out, clean water, perfect. Watching advertising between my favorite YouTube channels and the first drink on the voyage.
So today it's early morning. Seems to be good weather. I hope it's gonna be alright to change the part on the boat that needs to be changed, that broke. So it's a wonderful morning, and Ozzy likes the weather, cool and sunny. Hello, Ozzy. Hey. It's early Wednesday morning, and it's so calm and sunny right now. So it's very nice weather, and it's cool because we have to change the broken part on the boat, and after that we see how the weather is working. If it's windy, we don't go out. If it's too windy, we don't go out. So we'll see. But it's very beautiful here in Getterön in Varberg. Here you can see the boom, or what you called it. It's lying there because something there has been broken. So today we are going to change it.
Here it's fitting. I'm gonna just clean the edges there, 40 millimeters. But up here it's long way to go, so I have to start to grind it down, and now it's starting to fit this, but I think a millimeter more. So now I'm taking out all the tools again. You have to be prepared for anything. So I have this to polish it up a bit. So now we will try it again. So a bit more. So now the height is right, and now that much I have been filing down. So now I need to take this off too, so that's the same height. Like that, and we're gonna put some PTFE grease. It's supposed to be the best. Go around. In here, back it up. Perfect. So when the gooseneck did break, the boom was falling down, and this one, these two pop nuts had just clean off. So now I will drill up a larger hole and bigger pop nuts. Some grease on this too. Secured. And what you do when you put the knee on the grease tube. So we have one big problem for this voyage. That's Ossie's toilet. He needs to get to shore. He refused to pee on a mat. So I'm gonna try to make the conditions better for him. We have this mat, and we try to put some dirt and grass on there, but it's he just looking at us and thinks we're a bit stupid. So I did disassemble the dock at home, and I couldn't manage to throw that away, so I took it with me. So I have some planks and this. So now I'm gonna build a platform and frame around it and put mat in the bottom and dirt and grass and bush of some kind. And we have collected pea from Ossie, morning pea. We're gonna sprinkle around and see if it's good for him. But now he just sleeping in the boat. It's rocking, so nice. So now I have a edge around. I'm gonna cut the carpet and put in. Time to pee on the Ossie toilet. Sanna has been collecting, and we have to on this wall here. Smell good? Perfect.
Good. You can pee there. Come here. Here, put your kiss. Here, put your hoppa på kissa. Get a kiss. Come on.
Right. And do not need to go to the bathroom.
Can you kissa?
No, not today.
Kan du kissa? Huh? Lilla hästen.
So after the storm, when everything did get wrong, I have been doing some project. I have been putting up a chain here because this was taking up the force in sideways, and the dinghy was rocking that way a lot. I don't think this is enough, but we have to tie down the dinghy like that so it can't rock. Sanna was hanging on to it the last hour. But the solar panel was holding. That was good. And what have I done more? Outside I'm not done so much, but I have been building that one. And the next outdoor project is this shell of a lifeboat. I'm gonna mount that on deck here so we can have some food storage now when it's refrigerator cold outside, and have some groceries there. Then we can have beers or whatever, or just lines. But I have to fasten it on deck here with some sealant so I can put a belt over all the things here. A belt over here. These have to be cleared. And my wood storage, I have to clean that up. And this railing I would have to like here, but that's another day. And we did take off the protective plastic on this one, so now we can see up to the mast. And here comes coffee!
I had the most amazing day. I'll remember it always, darling. You got the most amazing way.